feel better now? Alrighty. Next up, time to meet with Columbina. Columbina, we're here! Can't quite believe we're meeting out here. We've gotten used to walking over to Silver Moon Hall whenever we go see you.
Well, you're still welcome to go there whenever you want to see me. It's just, now that it's all over, I've decided to make some changes. Try and fit in with the Frost Moon Scions, like Llama suggested. The older generation are still timid around me. They don't dare get too close, and they bow their heads when I walk by. But things are much better with the children. I see more curiosity in their eyes. Hopefully, by the time the next Moon Prayer Night comes around, I can enjoy the festival with them as myself, without having to pretend that I'm only dressed up as the Moon Goddess.
You'll do fine, Columbina. Paimon's sure they'll realize you're super nice once they get to know you better.
You really think so? When we first met, you thought I was a little up in the clouds.
Oh, we were just starting out then, come on! So Llama told you, huh?
I'm only teasing. I know that I have you to thank for pulling me back down to solid ground. It feels good to finally stand firm on the earth where I was born.
Oh, that's great!
Thank you. I'll make sure not to lose it this time. Well then, are you ready?
Ether, what happened to our spaceship back then? Why did you leave? It's time to learn the truth at last. I'm ready as I'll ever be.
Good. Then let me open the way for you.
Where does this lead?
To our shared destination.
Huh?
Do you remember me telling you about my missing prologue back when we just met? I said that my story began on the moon. But while I was inside the moon's reflection, I realized that my prologue was really hidden in the future. I just had yet to discover it at that point. The story of the time before I was born was in fact the story of my distant future. It's truly fascinating. But when I obtained the Trilunar Authority and returned to our present reality, I sensed something I hadn't expected. Your prologue.
So you mean...
Yes, your spaceship. All this time, it has been hidden on the Frost Moon, which lay beyond the sky. The great ruler of the firmament. The heavenly principles.
Wait, them? Why would they do that?
I don't know. Perhaps your ship contains something that is incompatible with Tevat. Or something that cannot be known. Oh, did I pick a bad time to say this? I know it must have been hard to work up the courage to do this. Maybe I should have waited until you were on the moon, with no chance to back out.
That would have been kind of mean, you know.
Take me there.
Oh?
Whatever is hiding in that ship, it belongs to me and Ether. Those memories belong to us. No one else has the right to decide whether I should or shouldn't know about it. Not even the heavenly principles.
Very well. Then let's go.
You two take care, alright? And don't forget to come back soon!
Rest assured, Paimon. We will. Traveler, after you. Thinking about the story that we'll find hidden on the moon?
Yes. And hoping that it has a happy ending.
Stories like that don't exist, you know?
You don't believe in happy endings?
I don't believe in endings.
Where am I?
This is the pathway I built between Tevat and the Frost Moon. The moon is very far away from us, so it could be a long journey. After I obtained the Trilunar Authority, I unwittingly saw past events from many of my friends' lives. One was Lauma. She was so young when they chose her to be the Moon Chanter. From then on, the Frost Moon Scions looked to her to bring messages from their goddess. But, for better or worse, I had left Hisi Island before she was ever born. It was not until much, much later that she met me.
I think it's for the best. Because of the way things turned out, you had the opportunity to become friends.
You're right. In that sense, I think we were both very lucky. Oh, and about that mage, Nicole. I only recently learned that she has lived in Tevat since the time of the Three Moon Sisters. The Moon Goddesses always had a good relationship with the angels. I suppose our friendship continues that tradition. And then, there's Zandrone. I never knew that much about her, beyond the fact that she was created by someone called the Lord Artificer. She, too, suffered for a long time before joining the Fatui. How I wish I could talk to her again, even if only to hear her say nasty things to me. Also, I saw your sibling's story. I'm afraid I didn't see much. It seems that he rarely came to the surface, where the moonlight shines. But I did notice that back when you first set out on your journey, he would often appear nearby, gazing at you from afar with a guilty look in his eyes.
Ether...
Let us speak no more of the past. I probably shouldn't reveal so much about my friends. It's not my place. Let the moonlight carry us forth. We are very close now. After this, I'd like to bring some kuhenki to the moon as well. If they're willing, of course.
What about your other friends? Will you bring them to visit too?
Certainly. But I'll need to tidy the place up first. This home hasn't received any guests in a long, long time. I remember writing something similar with you on Moon Prayer Night. I believe it was called...
Dodoko's whirligig.
Yes, that was it. You asked me if I was afraid to return to the moon, and I said that I was. The idea that I had gained something precious, only to lose it so quickly. That frightened me. But I'm not afraid anymore. Besides, this time, we're traveling together. We're here. Over there.
Our spaceship.
It's huge. I suppose that the moon is the only place one could hide it. It'll be all right.
Huh?
The way you feel in this moment, I went through it too, on Moon Prayer Night. The door was right in front of me, but I struggled to find the courage to step through. Solitude for me once meant living a life in which even I was absent. Before I met you, that was the only life I knew. But that night, solitude meant throwing away the life I had gained after meeting all of you.
Columbina.
Go. Retrieve the part of your life that was once lost. Trust me, you will lose nothing by doing so. Look, Tavad is right there. All of our friends are down there, waiting for us.
You're right. Thanks, Columbina.
finished?
Yeah. Why did you take your eye mask off?
Well, since my return, I've decided to take more opportunities to see the world with my own eyes. Besides, I've always wondered how Tevat looks from the moon.
And what do you think?
It's beautiful. I could spend a whole day here just gazing at it. What about you? What do you think of the truth you found? I haven't looked at another person's expression in a long time, but I think yours is saying it was neither good nor bad.
Keep this up, and it won't be long before you give Nefer a run for her money.
Oh, I don't think that's going to happen. I'm much more used to sensing what's going on around me with Kuvaki. I think I'll save my eyes for seeing special moments I really want to remember.
I read the spaceship's flight logs. I always assumed that this was my first time in Tevat. I thought that Ether and I must have been hibernating in space for centuries on end. But the logs show that our spaceship flew over the skies of Tevat once before. A long, long time ago.
Flew over? So you didn't land?
No. The ship barely came to a stop before flying on again. After that, it continued traveling through space for a long time. Some of the data is corrupted, but I suspect that it kept flying for thousands of years. It was only after that that the ship made a forced landing in Nodcry. When Ether found me, he came from outside the ship. Could this mean that he left the ship long before I did? Maybe even during our first pass over Tevat?
Are you alright?
Yes. I can feel that the truth is coming together, one small piece at a time. I remember Ether telling me that when he first arrived in Conria, he could not recall the past. So this might be something that even he doesn't know.
Here, I made some space for you. Your mind must be racing, and this seems like the perfect place to relax and clear your head.
Oh, wait, there's one more thing.
What is it?
Wait here a moment. Hey, Columbina.
Is that a new outfit?
An old one, technically. It's been in a cabinet inside the ship this whole time. It's a matching pair with Ether's. He always liked this set more.
Huh. I don't think there's a huge difference.
Really?
Yes, it's still the same you. You're the same person, no matter what clothes you wear.
Only Columbina would make an observation like that.
Traveler, do you consider Tevat your home?
Home is wherever Ether is. But then, after all the time I've spent here and everything I've been through, yes, I'd say it's my home.
Would you change your answer if Tevat changed appearance? I mean, if the truth about Tevat turned out to be different than what you thought.
I don't know. But I don't think so. The truth is not what matters most to me about Tevat.
When I was first born, I longed for a home. And when you get something before you're mature enough to understand the world, you just take it at face value. I thought that a home was a transaction. You give me what I want, and I'll do the same for you. But you and your friends taught me what a true home should look like. You never asked for anything, yet you gave so generously to me.
That's because your friendship matters to us. It was worth it.
In the past, I thought that my birth in Nodcry must have been a mistake. But after journeying to the distant past where the story began, I realized that it was I who chose Nodcry to be my future home. Now, I am glad that I made that choice.
I'm sure your friends are just as glad.
In fact, I intend to make the same choice today as I did back then.
What do you mean?
Well, I've given the Eternal Moon's Marrow to Lauma, and the Iridescent Moon's Marrow to Arlecchino. And now, I shall return my Kuvagi to Nodcry again, that it may continue to protect my chosen home.
Wait, but what about your body?
Oh, are you worried that I'll disappear again? I won't. Not this time. The Frost Moon has now entered the fall sky, and I am the Trilune Goddess. I am only returning to Nodcry the part of me that it needs. I am giving what I can, because my home is worth it. Oh, and I have something for you, too.
For me?
Yes. Come closer.
What was that?
I lifted some of the restrictions this world placed on you. I trust this will help in your future adventures.
My power. It feels like it's grown. I can use the elements more freely now. Thank you. This will be a great help.
You're welcome. I see you as family, and after everything you've done for me, In fact, no. It's not because I owe you. It's because you're worth it. Here, this flower is for you.
Isn't this a moon prayer blossom?
Yes. Don't worry. You will never see these flowers lose their color again. I'm finally discovering the joy of giving. How I wish I'd learned this sooner.
Hey, better late than never. What are you thinking about now?
Why don't you take a guess? You get 1 shot.
I don't think I'll get it in one guess. But I'm sure it's a happy thought.
That's kind of a sneaky answer. I can't say you got it wrong. Down into that, the moon seems so far away. I felt it might always lie beyond my reach. But on the moon, everything feels so close by. The haze that once enshrouded the skies has finally been dispersed. I feel like a traveler on a winter's night, starting a new chapter in my tale by the warmth of a bonfire. I don't have a lot of luggage, but I do have a lot of hope for the future.
Well, what's next?
Next, to start with, I want to stay here just a little longer. After that, let's return home and continue our journey.
These clothes bring back so many memories.
The journey goes on, for you and for me. Like I said, this is not the end. I don't believe there has to be an ending. Oh, is that your next destination? Most people would probably tell you to pack some warm clothes. But I experience things differently than most people, so I can't know how cold it is. In fact, it is home to quite a wondrous heat source. I think they call it Kreshnik's torch. Every city in Snezhnaya is built around one of those. I sensed the energy it gave off as I was passing by on a railway train. It felt grand and distant. I also recommend the Korolievsky troupe in Snezhnograd. They give performances quite regularly, and entry was free for harbingers. I liked them a lot. Ice cold and sharp. Crystal clear in some ways, yet profoundly unfathomable in others. Like the thick layer of ice on top of a frozen lake. That's just the impression that Tsaritsa gives me. I was never able to glimpse what truly lies beneath that icy exterior. In fact, I don't think the people of Snezhnaya even know what kind of power their god wields. Maybe that's because the Tsaritsa herself has never acknowledged, nor accepted that power. There's Regrator, the Rooster, and the Jester. Between them, they control a lot of what happens in Snezhnaya, but I can never wrap my head around how exactly power is split between them. I just know they are each responsible for many specific domains. I noticed that the Rooster and Regrator often appear to get along on the surface, while working against each other in secret, and theirs is not a friendly rivalry. But I wasn't particularly interested, so I tended to keep my distance. Now that I think about it, the term Mistelton often seemed to come up in connection with Project Stuja. Once things settle down in Notcry, I'd like to explore the world beyond Snezhnaya. You've told me so many stories about the other places you've been to, and all the friends you've made there. I'm curious to visit those nations and see them for myself. It would also help me learn more about the journey that has made you into the person you are today. Okay. As you continue on your journey, don't forget to gaze up at the moon once in a while. It is, after all, no longer an illusion. It shall cast down its true moonlight, connecting us in truth. The journey goes on, for you and for me. Like I said, this is not the end. I don't believe there has to be an ending. Okay. It shall cast down its
To Jean, acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius. This preamble is such a pain to write. It's probably high time we got rid of this acting business. I trust that Dern has updated you all on recent events. Hope we didn't worry you too much. The good news is, we managed to come together and put a stop to the Doctor's evil schemes. With that, I think it's safe to say that Notcry is finally out of the woods. As for the Fatui, not counting the Damselette, aka the Moon Goddess, who has left their organization, we found ourselves allied in this instance with both the Knave and Marionette. May she rest in peace. As ever, we find ourselves better off for making friends rather than enemies. But until we can ascertain the Tsaritsa's true intentions, the future remains uncertain. In a short while... Wait. How am I meant to surprise everyone if I tell them in the letter that I'm heading home? Well, that would be a huge waste. Okay, got it. I will begin sending the expeditionary team back home in waves. I'm sure they'll be able to answer any questions you still have. I hope they won't gloss over the details of my many heroic deeds. But if they do, I'm sure it'll be because they're just too exhausted from the long journey. I think of Mondstadt daily. Please give everyone my best regards. P.S. The honorary knight went above and beyond this time. Are there any other honors we can give her? I'll leave it with you. P.P.S. Please be extra nice to Klee for the foreseeable future. I cashed in on the last favor that the Hexen Circle owed us, so we need to earn some more goodwill. If there's any serious problems, feel free to stick me in solitary confinement when I get back. I'll do the time for her. Whew. And that, as they say, is all she wrote. End of an era. And with the moon shining down brighter than ever, I think everyone is going to sleep well tonight.
Trust me, when it comes to local delicacies in Pyramida, nobody knows more than me.
The people here